All right, so blue-black mill. Sometimes we're playing decks that are competitively minded. Other times we're just playing to play things that just try and accomplish their goals. So we've got a lot of cards that flip cards to the opponent's graveyard. And we're going to dive on into an event queue here and see if we can win some games by reducing some deck sizes to 0. Yesterday we played an Esper mill deck that ended up winning a number of matches but didn't actually mill anybody out. So this deck's a little bit more all in on the mill strategy, so we're hoping to do that. I don't really care about Malata rank, but I've been finding there's more variety of decks people play in the event queue a little bit, so hopefully we don't just get mono, Wilderness Reclamation, and Esper in here. Try and make standard a little bit bearable. Ooh, they're gonna mill themselves. Bond of Insight. Each player's top 4 cards of their graveyard. They're gonna help us, chat. They're gonna help us. See, I told you there's more memes in this queue on average. Look at that. We got a removal spell here. Kill their creature, mill them for 4. Oh, the arena sounds are not through your thing. Yep. Yeah, my audio settings are... Alright, arena settings. You should be getting arena sounds now. Thank you for the heads up. They're playing a Reanimator deck. Okay. So there isn't a direct link to the sub-Discord server. You need to connect your Twitch and subscribed... You need to connect your subscribed Twitch account and your Discord account, and then you go to the Connections tab, and you'll see Join Server there. You'll need to note there that that's only going to work on... It's only going to work for you on the desktop, though. You cannot join the server from mobile. Yep, you can use the server from mobile once you've joined, but you cannot join it on mobile. I think in general, games that... I think cards like Leyline of the Void and Rest in Peace create games of Magic that are bad games on average. I agree with your sentiment. They're cards that make the whole game revolve around, did I find my one meaningful card and did my opponent find their answer to my one meaningful card? Yeah, I agree with that assessment from Burgle. I think if you feel like your format of Magic needs Leyline and Rip in it, you probably should manage that format with a ban list rather than putting high variance cards into it. Attacks, it gets 1/1 for each land you control. Yep. Alright, they're down to 22 cards here. We have a Contempt for the next thing that they play. We have the board locked up. We'd love to draw one of our planeswalkers here. Perfect. This mills them out all on its own, right? There's only 24 cards left in their deck. Look at them all. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Are we going to do it? Are we going to win the game by decking them? That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Did we do it? Did we do it? Woohoo! That's true. Our opponent this game did mill like 10 of their own cards. My dreams dissipate. Oh, plussing Tamiyo does not seem particularly good against us. Look at that. We said when we started we were hoping to get a game win by milling them out. First time. Look at that.
To the library.
This is bold. I like it. I like it going out on their own terms. Like, I can appreciate someone going out on their own terms. Tamiyo allows you to sacrifice yourself. They have the Phoenix, so I guess I'll bring this in. Tyrant Scorn seems kind of mediocre. Ritual of Soot. I don't think so. They don't really have much that Ritual of Soot kills. Disdainful Stroke seems good. Negate potentially seems fine. Cry doesn't seem very good. Let's bring in these Negates. They have some bigger creature spells. I don't think I want Ugin. This seems reasonable. Yeah, this deck never beats Nexus of Fate. Can't mill Nexus of Fate. We're just gonna concede to that card. Stop here and post mill deck with 100 standard mill deck with 100% win rate. Jeff, why is the video only 7 minutes long? Shh. All right, what you got? Take their Thought Erasure. That sounds great. Ain't nobody got time to play into your copy of Negate Opponent. Stayed for the 100% win rate mill deck. Thanks for the 2 months, fat kid. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Negate. Alright, I mean, this is half their deck, right? It's like it takes 20 cards out of them. Like, not a small number of cards. I think Thief of Sanity was too good of a card. If you play Thief of Sanity, you might accidentally win by doing something other than milling. Yeah, Ashiok's a really good card when left alone. This deck, maybe we should have played this deck in ranked. This deck actually might not be that bad against Esper Hero. Thought Jeff was insulting someone when he said fat kid, and then I realized I'm on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch usernames really are something else. As you will, opponent. How much Nexus is in ranked? Not terrible. Not a huge amount. I don't know. It's all anecdotal. Varies day to day. That is standard staple Bond of Insight in their hand. Difficult to digest. Does difficult to digest imply that Ashiok is eating the cards from the graveyard? Is that I feel like that's what that voice line implies. Anyone else?
You're fine.
Ashiok's just like sitting over there tearing up magic cards and eating them. Nom. Wait, they're down to 17 cards in their deck.
I leave you. I aspire for more.
16 cards. Tick-tock goes the clock, opponent. I feel like that would make for a weird judge call. Judge, my opponent ate the top 4 cards of my library, and they were delicious. I'd like to stroke your Tamio. And Nauseum Philadelphia, thank you for the 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, this is lethal.
I am that which not behold.
Our time together.
I lost my.
Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to. I honestly thought that they were gonna negate there, so I kind of just cast it because I wanted to negate.
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
Look at that. Scoreboard. How we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50, sometimes even 60 hours a week during set releases next week. Super excited to get our hands on some M20 cards. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. Felix Gray makes premium glasses, such as the ones that I'm wearing now, that have blue light filtering technology in their lenses. So if you're someone like myself who spends long hours in front of a screen, they can alleviate some eye strain. You can check them out using my link, bit.ly/Google Glasses. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they already have on their website. The Vitamin String Quartet makes unique instrumental string arrangements of everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you dropping in to spend part of your day with us. Remember, if you're enjoying the content and you're new, make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. If you're curious on when I'm going to be live with different things, I always try to stay pretty organized around here. You can check out my schedule on my website at all times. For instance, I have my nice full week for the set release next week filled in up there already. We're going to do, I think, 10-hour days on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Ready to play some Elemental Tribals? Yep. Yeah, I actually already had someone submit Elemental Tribals. In fact, the full spoiler went up for the new set yesterday, so if you are interested in getting one of your M20 deck ideas played on stream at some point in the future, be sure to submit that using the form on my website. How often do I listen to Vitamin String Quartet? They are one of my workout regulars. I usually try to go to the gym somewhere between 2 and 5 times a week. Yikes. So playing blue-black pirates. They're missing a color. I'll be heading to med school, so I won't be supporting anymore for a while. Thought I'd drop by and resub was awesome watching and supporting a respectful, highly talented Magic player. Well, I appreciate the prime while you were here, Gold Dead Ringer. Good luck and Godspeed. Hopefully you find some time for hobbies still while going to school. And like this card is just like not very good on a board where I can't protect it. I think I just passed for now. Really unfortunate I didn't draw a blue source because I can't Thought Collapse this turn. If we run off a couple of untapped lands here, we can go like Contempt into enter and like maybe stabilize this game. But we're gonna need to hit this turn, I think. No politics on stream, right? I don't know if they're good. Yeah, playing Ashiok to gain life is probably not a terrible idea there. Yeah, nice triple blue spell, right? So you're saying there's a chance. What are good politics? Well, on this stream, we consider good politics to be when you're a dirty, filthy liberal. I'm one of those novel humanitarians who believes people shouldn't go bankrupt paying for healthcare, and that we should help people who can't afford to eat and feed their children. Basically, I'm just the worst of the worst. I'm a big fan of the party that doesn't propose tax breaks to billionaires while levying tariffs that directly impact the bottom line of the middle class. That's true. And if you're in chat and you want to talk about politics on occasion, there is a political Dark Place channel in the subs Discord server where we chat fairly frequently about it. So as for this game here, I think I want to cut these counter spells and just bring in more spot removal. Opponent of plays to be playing a pretty creature-based tempo deck, so more spot removal and sweepers to clean up their board seems pretty good. My two favorite candidates in the 2020 primary are Pete Buttigieg and Elizabeth Warren. Although I'd be pretty happy with any of the progressive candidates that are running. Just please, dear God, don't nominate Joe Biden. Politicians keep talking about parties, but I never see them throw any. You know, that's a really good point. I feel like more people should be addressing that issue. There's lots of party talk, but I never see a kegger. What do I think about Yang? I like a lot of Yang. I've liked a lot of Yang when I've listened to his interviews. It'll be interesting to see if he can break out into the debates, though. The rate that he's pulling at doesn't give me good hope for him. I think I'm just casting this 1-for-1 here and just keeping the board clean and my health total high. Those parties are 20k a seat. That's true. That's true. Actually, that's a good question. Does anybody know, is there, where, the debates are going to be streamed online, right? Does anybody know where they're going to be at? I think I'm just doing this here, and then I'll take one, and then we'll enter the God Eternals this next turn. Although, maybe I should leave this one alive, because it, although I guess my token's gonna get eaten by this. I think I want to just cast this turn, because even though the token goes away, I just want this to resolve and for me to gain 4. So decks like this, the Burper, that are more cute than competitive, I'm playing in the events because we get to play against things like blue-black pirates, so our deck that's trying to be adorable has a chance. Take a chance on me. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, the Oratog, happy to hang out here in Soviet Hoglandia. That's true. Hoglandia, people ask about politics. Hoglandia is a dictatorship, and I'm the dick. Just so everything's clear. And who's the tater? Asking the real questions. So I'm crueltying now before we take damage to make them decide if they want to use this to save this. Because if they use this to save this, I then don't take 1 this turn. So like, you know, it's fine. Isn't Declan the tater? He could be. Oh gosh. To share a parenting moment for a minute, Declan was bad at school yesterday, so he didn't get to watch TV last night. If you've never seen someone distraught, you should see a 4-year-old who's been told he can't come home from school and watch TV for a little bit. He was not pleased. I had in fact ruined his life. How did Modern go? Red Black Howled one was really sweet. The first match in the Belcher League was good, but the rest of it was a dumpster fire. I'm 34, and if you told me I couldn't watch Twitch at any given evening, I'd start smashing things. God bless. Modern Belcher, Marty. All right, I'm old. What is TikTok? I've seen advertisements for TikTok in my targeted ads, but what is it? It's new Vine. Isn't Vine like the 7-second videos? Is it live streams? Because someone just said the debate was gonna be on there, so is it live streamed? Vine was a platform for posting really short videos. It was originally a bunch of furries, and then the youth took over. It's yep. So we're really looking to draw Ritual of Soot or Cry of the Carnarium here.
Let's try this.
To the God Eternals. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Down to 23 cards over there. Is this draft? Listen, We are currently undefeated in this constructed event with our mill deck. So I'd appreciate a little goddamn respect, okay?
Should have seen that coming.
Sir Sparkles, thanks for the half year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, we're gonna get him. Darn ads. That they're a good reminder to send your prime this way, Sparkles. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen more of the candidates leverage Twitch for the selection. What are my thoughts on Bernie? His policy record is really good, but he'll be 78 or 79 by the time he gets elected. So I personally, in good conscience, could not vote for Bernie in the primary unless he announces who his vice presidential pick is, because being the age that he is, his VP pick is very important. Because he could just die, or he could have some kind of mental, you know, like, you just deteriorate when you get to that point in life. So, unless he has a VP pick that I'd be very happy with as well, I don't think Bernie will be my pick for the primary. NBC will be on Twitter and YouTube streaming the debate. Thanks, Batman. This is good. We get to Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure sets us up really nicely because it kind of lets us, like, sculpt our plan for when we want to sequence the cry. Although I wouldn't be surprised. I guess they might take Cry here. Bernie is only 1 year older than Biden. Sure, I'd also never vote for Biden. But my not voting for Biden is more related to the things that come out of his mouth more so than his age. Demon Lord Belzenlock. That's like a real... I think I have to take that. That's like an incredibly big boy. I think I'm okay with the backup Jace here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with backup Jace. Yeah, I like a lot of the things Warren's had to say. As somewhat of an intellectual myself, I find Warren has a lot of appeal. What are we doing here? Why are we stopping during my upkeep? It's a good comic book guy. The glasses really let me lean into, like, the actually memes. It's wonderful. So we'll do this now so we can get our cry back. Yeah, I hope so, Kuntz. For anybody that leans left and hasn't followed the primary debates, all you need to know about Joe Biden is Comcast held his kickoff campaign fundraiser. Get the biggest thing, in my opinion, the U.S. needs on both sides is to take big money like that out of politics. He can GTFO. And that's even before you get into his voting record and everything like that. I'm not even American and I can appreciate how bad that is. Yep. Yep.
That just happened?
They know about this cry, so they're probably not going to play another creature out into it. Let's go ahead and kill this. Get a 4/4. This 4/4, unless they have the mage to bounce it, this 4/4 will probably close the game out pretty quickly. I was watching someone stream Underlords last night, and they had Xfinity as one of their sponsors listed for their team, and I was just like, oh, you poor sap. You have to have Comcast as one of your stream sponsors. I'm not allowed to attack for lethal with the 4/4. I mean, to be fair, working on addressing student debt is probably more realistic than curing cancer, regardless of who made that idiotic claim. Yeah, I agree, Blue. I'm a realist. I'm talking about what I would like my ideals to be, not what is likely to happen. Fizzy Dragon, thanks for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Honestly, probably my biggest issue out of everything is probably voting for people that are gonna work towards researching climate change. I think that's a really big deal. To a degree, it depends on where that money comes from, Stormy Waters. So, like, if you're taking money from the fossil fuel industries and places like Comcast that are going to fight against net neutrality, Bill Nye for president. If you haven't seen the Bill Nye clip on John Oliver, it's really good. Are they playing Nexus? We can't win it. Maybe they're the Thief deck. If they're the Thief deck, we can maybe win. But if they're Nexus, we probably can't. I suppose we could get their deck to a point where they just can't win and all they can do is sit there and take turns. Why would I self-mill with Jace? Oh, you could to try and win that way? I don't think that's very likely to happen. Yeah, smells like Team Spirit over there. I've got triple cancel in my hand here. And like cancel's probably one of our better cards in this matchup. I think it's pretty important to counter that. Yeah, Ashiok does at least turn off Tameo, so that's nice. Although we might not get another turn here at this point. You know, I'm probably only going to play 1 or 2 more matches with this anyway, so I'm just going to concede this match and play a match of Magic that hopefully doesn't suck. I am unfortunately not Discord technical support Angry Penguin. Even if I was, I wouldn't really be able to help you a whole lot while I'm live here. The one note for things people usually miss when trying to join the server is you can't join the server from the mobile app. So if you're trying to get into my server from the mobile app, you're not going to be successful. Well, we have 2 copies of Cry in our main deck. Hopefully we draw one of those. Huh? I think I keep this, right? Maybe it's greedy to not dig for the 5th land there. Killing this creature keeps them from flipping the Legion's Landing, which is ideal for us. That's terrifying.
I will defend the weak at every opportunity.
Vraska's Contempt. Vraska's Contempt. Alright, well, we found a land at least. They're gonna get to flip this over, though. The first Enter the God Eternals token is going to get Baffling End, but the second one... So, they get to flip the Legion's Landing and then make a token before damage, so we're going to take a hit from the Snubhorn Sentry too here. Yeah, they're just ignoring Jace, that's smart. This puts me to 2, which I think leaves me out of outs. Gideon is so good in these matchups. I think I'm probably gonna play white aggro on Saturday as one of my decks. You can play as many decks as you want. Nah, rank 194 is probably safe. I'd feel safe at 194. Obviously, again, I make that statement with the asterisk, there's no guarantees, but I'd feel safe at 194. Ice, thanks for the 18 months. I'm not even Mythic, Caboose Man. This month and next month qualify for the same event that last month qualified for, so I don't need to be Mythic this month or next month. You can just kind of ignore it. Next month, I'd be surprised if we're not Mythic or somewhere in near the top 1,000, just because when a new set drops, usually I do pretty well. Of course, a new set dropping into a 7-set format means the change is going to be pretty minimal. Well, let's see it as a curve. I think a big part of it too is even if competitively the format doesn't change that much, there will be a number of people that are just like playing on the ladder that just want to have fun with new cards. So even if Esper without much change is still the best deck, there'll still be a good amount of variety on the ladder for the first few weeks at least. Three mana Chandra seems sweet. I'm excited to explore Aristocrats with 3 mana Chandra. Blue-Black Pirates got some solid upgrades. That was one of my favorite decks for a little while. I want to try that out. I'm gonna lose a lot of games of Magic with crappy Flash Wolf in my hand while my opponent plays 3 mana Teferi, but you know, we'll do our best. Yeah, Feather got a bunch of solid upgrades in this set. Your nightmares remain. You know what? I should probably kill this so that way they can't use it to cast Loxodon. Just do that now. No, not yet. I just opened up deck submissions with the new set yesterday. So I haven't had that many submissions as of yet.
March into battle as your champion of justice. Share in my light.
So remember, if you got deck ideas, getting them in early allows them to accumulate extra points in the queue. Every day your deck waits to be played in the deck queue, it gets an extra point. So Scorn's gonna kill this knight, and then if we run off a couple of lands here, these Contempts and these Enter the God Eternals might let us win this game. Marshall. So do I want to? The red-white temple's a big deal for, the red-white temple's a big deal for Feather. Red-white temple probably puts me into red-white Feather as opposed to Naya, but we'll see. Having a third red-white dual land that's good is pretty reasonable. The approximate number... This is just Magic in a nutshell. The approximate number of red sources you need to cast a red card on 3 is 17 to 18. Yeah, someone explicitly asked what other than God's Willing, Brad. I agree that God's Willing is the biggest upgrade. That card is very, very good. Much better than the Indestructible spell people have been playing. Like, the fact that it gives your thing pseudo-unblockable is neat. We got to do our thing at least once. The opponent was self-milling a little bit to help us get there, but we did end up going 2-2 ultimately, so that's not terrible. As a whole, I don't think this archetype level will be more than a meme. It's just like this deck just kind of falls into that category in a competitive sense of just being a worse version of an established archetype. Like, a lot of what this deck is doing is very similar to the Esper control decks in the format, and it's just like not playing the good cards for the sake of playing things that mill people.